Rodrigues. I'm a senior clinical technologist and I'm also a practice educator for the London region. Basically, the role is a pan-London role, so we cover all the trusts within the London region. Basically, we're just trying to provide more standard training around all the trusts, trying to find resources so we can help the trainees and more junior members of staff with training, but also with some soft skills as well. So we've been doing some workshops and just going to the sites and see what they actually need. So it has been like a really good role and I think it has been very helpful as well for all the trainees. The future doesn't look too bright for the role, but I would like that to change. Even not just for London, but I think for the whole country is an extremely important role, because in all of the other radiology departments you will have a practice educator just for that, so just for CT, for MRI, but there's nothing really for nuclear medicine. And I think we should work together to make sure the role exists in the whole country. As I mentioned on my presentation, this is not a permanent job. So we do think, due to funding on NHS, the role is going to finish. However, I think that needs to change, but that's a job for NHS England, NHS Scotland, and like the whole NHS, and it's not just a trust job. We tried the best that we could with the resources we had, like with the money we had, with the time we had, but I think needs to be a lot of investment on these, because especially when you look at NHS, we all complain about recruitment and how bad it is, but if you don't actually invest on education and training, you will never get the right people, and you won't be able to provide the care for the patients as well. First time I look about nuclear medicine, obviously like everybody else, no one knows what nuclear medicine is, but I did think it was really interesting because it has a lot to do with oncology as well, and just like the word radiopharmaceutical at the time just sounded like really interesting, and that was, I knew I always wanted to work within health, and because it had the component of being like with oncology patients and have a bit of like the pharmaceutical side as well. I really enjoyed that. So I guess that's the reason I'm still here today. I think it's a very interesting component of like radiology. I'm not saying that CT, MRI, all of that is not interesting, but I think we do a lot and we have a lot of different scans, and because we use different radiopharmaceuticals as well, it's not the same thing all the time. Then obviously you have PET, you have nuclear medicine, you have therapies, like you have plenty of options, so you don't really get bored as easily, I would say, especially when I speak with other people from radiology. You can see sometimes it's just the same thing all the time, while in nuclear med it's not that. I think there's loads of things that can change in nuclear medicine, but I think with molecular therapy is going to be kind of the future of nuclear medicine, and everyone is really focusing on that at the moment. So I think that will be good. We will have like new radiopharmaceuticals around, so it's exciting times, I think. I think the thing that I really like about BNMS is about networking, because you can have all the scientific talks that you want, but I think what it makes is like, it's kind of like a family. You just see people once a year sometimes, but you really connect and you just share experience all the time. So that's what I like most about the BNMS. It will need to be a technician because it's the first one that you always hear when you start like studying or working in nuclear med, so will always be the favorite one.